Up a tiny bit. There we go. It's turned up a bit more. Level. There we go. Turn up the gain a little bit. Cool. All right. Let's go a backing track.
McDonald's song.
And we're going to jam out before we get some viewers in. Wait a little bit, all the rest of it. All right. So this is from Ben's Jam Tracks. Turn up a little bit. Creeping down. Here's that button. Nah, not in the mood for fun. You're awesome. Thanks, man. Ibanez is the best manufacturer. I would agree for option. I think some of the higher end brands, higher end, you know. The only thing I'd like to see from Ibanez, I guess what I'm trying to say, is I'd like to see like more Japanese bases from Ibanez. Jackie, flex on me, okay, man? What's up? I'm just doing a live stream before I do some other work and do some lessons and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? I'll jump on here and talk to people. Can you guys hear the bass okay? cool because yesterday I went to do a live stream. No one could hear it. I get it. Bring back. I don't like bringing back as that much. From a personal perspective, I think they're great, but they're not for me. Need to stop doing diatonically. That's what my habit today. One of the interesting things with improvising, particularly on bass, with a lot of these genres that are a little bit more open, I guess you'd say, even though just going like an A, G, so like that kind of thing, you can add in whatever notes you want, you know. I'm in A, right? So that kind of, what is it, C sharp? C sharp? Yeah, right? That's not in the scale. Sounds horrible. But what you can do is use this like a grace note going up to the D. It sounds great. Gives it a really cool tonality. You do it up here. Some reharmonizing there. I messed it up. That's a loose note, technically. Alright, let's change. So if anyone has any questions about bass or the music industry in general or social media, whoa, or anything like that, go ahead. Or if you want to talk about basses in general, and we can go in it. Alright. That was a strange comment to get, but whatever. Sometimes I get really weird comments through Instagram in particular. YouTube's pretty good for comments. TikTok's a bit weird. All different demographics, right? So, all right, let's see if I can. All right, see how we got that. What would you say are the S tier basses? There's two kinds we're talking about here. Do you mean as players in a band or as an individual? Ever heard of the Adventures Smile? No, I haven't. I have to look at my friend. Biblical Fish Merchant. Mr. Peter, how you going? Or Simon. Plays in a band. All right, cool. Great conversation point. The best bass player in the world. Hey, bro. The best bass player in the world within context is, in my opinion, I'll show you why. Is Mr. Ross McDonald from the 1975. Ooh, what a weird thing to say. So they are my favourite band to start with, right? That's awesome. Great, that's my favourite music. Okay, there's a little bit of bias. However, what do I think is great about Ross McDonald? Right? He really sits in the entire, like, he really sits in the band flawlessly live. So this is the song Love It If We Made It by the 1975. And it's built around two chords, which is an A and a B from memory. I'm going to remember in a second once it starts playing. All right. Fantastic song. Start to finish, great song. But this is why he's a great bass player. Ready? It's just straight. Yep, an A and a B. Ready? This is it. Why is that hard? Okay. Bro. Up. So why is that hard? Because when you're in a live scenario, you want to go. True pocket playing, you know? And it's not even just leaving the note ring out. It's the staccato of it. So with your left hand, my name is Bud. So I go. Now, when we go down here, this bass line up here is why Ross McDonald is awesome. Ready? All they do is add a C sharp. And I don't know that bass line, but just the difference between this. That's all right. Yeah, all I know is I'm not warmed up for like thumping, slapping stuff. Yeah, I don't like Primus. We can do a live reaction to Primus if you want. If you give me some Primus songs, I'll watch some right now. But yeah, Ross McDonald is my favourite bass player for that reason. There's another song by them, which is I'm in Love With You. That's it. That's the entire song, right? Nearly. But the interesting thing about it is every second one is he just adds in a quick slide. Now, what is that as a bass player? You know, he's fulfilling the role of the band. He's not overplaying. It fits the role perfectly in a band context. Whatever I do online and all the rest of it is not how I apply myself in a band scenario, and that's always the best way to be. It should be that way for every single musician. Yeah, exactly right. Biblical fish merchant. That's 100% right. We got to remember what our roles are within a band context. However, when I post online, I'm not in a band context, if that makes sense. So what that allows us to do is we often want to have rather the best technical ability we can when it comes to all these things, because when we're in the position, we want to be able to use it. It's much better to know these things and know how to do them and play successfully and whatnot, and never use it rather than the opposite. When you're in an audition, they're like, hey, can you do a slap bass solo? Which happened to me on last Wednesday. So last Wednesday, my boss was like, hey, can you do a slap bass solo? I was like, yes, I can. And I had to wing completely. And if I hadn't learned slap bass and I just stuck to like that kind of thing, it would have been a disaster. So, you know, it's one of those things. All right. If anyone has any song recommendations, we can certainly do that. But that's right. Restricting yourself lets everyone else breathe, which is quite ironic, you know. But that's the thing too. Sometimes other people need to hold back and let the bass carry the song. Another good example of this with Ross McDonald as a player, particularly live, it's very hard not to throw in fills, is react to being to it lately. Alright, okay. Let's do that, and then I'll listen to somebody else. What was it? Do yo. Man. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have a listen to that. From Somalia. Alright. That's a cool change. What year was this made? Do you know? Okay. Nice little staccatos. 1980s. Before the Civil War. Is this kind of genre prevalent within Somalia? I know nothing about this. Completely nothing. How do you get the zone to record? Is it matter of needing the zone via move? I've been trying to record practice present in the zone. Alright, Donna Script, let's talk about that. That's awesome. And this down to French. So, how do you get in the zone? There's two ways. And number one you won't like, and number two is a question. So what are you trying to record? Are you trying to record videos? Are you trying to record audio? What are you trying to do? Let's be specific and let's get down to the nitty gritty. I like it, dude. If that came on while I'm driving, I'd absolutely leave it on. 100%. Shucks. Okay, alright. Pop pump. Alright, so let's assume something, right? You changed the bass? What do you mean? I got plenty of basses, so I got 3. I haven't got plenty. So let's assume this, right? What's that song? Oh. That's not it. Right, that. How do I get... Oh, the black one. It's away. It's in the case behind me, actually. Is it true? No, John, it's not. Is it nighttime? No, it's morning. Always in E. No, yeah, I'm not too focused on the key here, but I'm going to show you something. How do you get in the zone for recording? If I fight you, will you press charges? Do you mean physically fight me? And what the second question, why are you interested in that? All right, why are you interested in that? So let's talk about recording. I bought a P bass yesterday. Awesome. Can you play Gotta Be Real? Oh, yeah, I can't remember it. No, that's the other one. Is it that? No. Can't remember it. No. Not interested in firing you. Well, last May I had a home invasion with, I thought it was 3 men, but it was 5 men that had a home invasion. They ran from me, so we'll just leave it at that, bro. Yeah, it's that one. Yeah, sorry, I had to go introduce to a large Italian character. Find out, I guess. All right, so we're talking about recording. I can't remember if the person that sucks. Nah, it's fine. Is what it is, dude. Is what it is. People will be like terrible sometimes. It's about what you're made of in those moments. Is the person that asked about recording still in here? We'll talk about that. Longview by Green Day. Okay. All right. You want to talk about pressure? Let's look at Longview. I've never tried it. Is it worth it? It depends. It depends, man. Big fan since 1K. Thanks, dude. Okay, awesome. Let's talk about recording. So, the biggest way, right, and this ties into lessons. Can you, hang on. Firstly, thank you for the person that was here since 1K. I can't remember who it was. It was Don, yeah. All right, so let's talk about recording, right? I've got no idea. I don't even have a pick near me. Okay, we're doing it without a pick. The best way to do things is to do things. That sounds really stupid, all right? But whenever I teach a lesson, let's grab a circle here. Whenever I teach a lesson in any context, I try and start with this. This is really smart up here. This is really, really stupid. Now, Jackie T's a stupid man. When we go, okay, how do you get in the zone to record? Oh, I've got to be caffeinated. I've got to be hydrated. I've got to be in the zone. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. You can go about this all day. You can spend 20 years doing this. At the end of the day, just do it. If you get 95% of a take, that's better than if you got 0% of a take, right? So watch this. I haven't practiced this or I'm off tempo. All right, keep going. Off tempo. All right, cool. Applies to most things. That's exactly right. So let's check this out. I didn't practice that. Okay, it's something simple. Sure, we can argue that. That's fine. But how good is the take, really? I'm off at the start slightly. But my metronome's quite low, so about 95% of the way there, right? I'm off at the start. Now, here's the question, binary. We've only got 2 choices. Did I just record something? Yes. Did I not record something? No. So we put this down. Back to the circle. Oh, I didn't get the take perfect. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. Did you make progress? Yeah. That's it. It's about progress. So we go back. We go, all right, I can do that better. I know I can do it better. What's probably wrong? The metronome. Don't overthink it. Just go, all right, maybe I didn't hear the metronome good enough. Keep in mind I haven't practiced. Start on the wrong note because I don't know the song. Okay, go back. Don't worry about the zone. Just do what you got to do. Went early. I felt it in the moment. Go back. Do it. Get stuff done. Done. All right. Play it back. See if we get it. Okay, that's probably 99%. I probably won't get a better take than that. Job done. So what you want to do is to answer your question, what I've done there, right? Is that an extremely complicated bass line? No. Did I make mistakes at the start? Yes. What did I do? I didn't sit around. I didn't wait and be like, oh, well, maybe I've got to practice it more way over. Sometimes you do. But the reality of things is when you're playing an instrument, when you're doing stuff, don't wait around for inspiration. Inspiration will come to you at different moments. There's tons of times you'll be playing heaps and get inspiration. There's tons of times you won't have anything to do with the instrument and just think of something. It just happens. So the worst thing you can do is worry about getting in the zone. Being in the zone is when you're actually recording. We have this kind of failed mindset, or we get taught this mindset of we think in the zone is when we get everything perfect. In the zone is when you're doing, right? And that's the thing. You will do things better some days, you'll do things worse some days, but the biggest thing is just the doing. And that's like 99% of the videos you see me, I actually am not, you know, quote unquote in the zone, not in the zone. I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just going, okay, is it done? Yes, no. Did I produce content today? Yes, no. Did I practice for band today? Yes, no. You know, it's very, very binary. So that's what we've got to focus on. And we've got to start changing the way we view these things to get results. And that's one of the biggest things I do when I teach lessons. I implement this idea of binary results because at the end of the day, did you do it or did you not do it? It doesn't really matter how well you did it because you can improve across that. But the person that did a 2% job did exponentially better than the person that did a 0% job. Yeah, exactly, dude. That's exactly right. 100%. There's like the amount of times I've recorded something. To give you another context, so there's been times I've recorded content, particularly on Instagram, where I've spent 8 hours recording something and been like, I need to get this right. I need to get this perfect take. I need to do this down to like the minute thing. And I get, you know, because it's results driven, you know, I've got a lot of things going on, but I sit there and go, oh, I'm not getting good feedback on this one, blah, 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 blah. But the reality is on that day I could have, not that I get bad feedback, but you know what I mean. It's just kind of that general statement. But it doesn't go the way you planned. And that can be the result. You might end up spending 12 hours on something and you get to the end, you're like, I actually don't like this. So you're better off getting that idea and just putting it out into the world and seeing what happens. Or for yourself, whatever one it is. I'm not pretty enough. Hello, Dark Side Tripper. Did you end up getting that bass? I can't remember what you said. I remember looking at the Eastman. How are you, man? Going back to Mr. Ross McDonald. Coffee, bro. Let's get some Rocket Eddie. Your treat. Oh, big the event. Thank you. Yeah, that's for your teeth. I don't know if his new Rocket was there. What bass am you using? I'm using a Dark Glass Anagram Dog. Yeah, he's just here. Hello. You get any good exercise for right hand? Oh, plucking. I'm getting in like May, saving up for an hour. How much is it? How much is it? Also, where are you from? Are you Canadian? I don't know if you want to say that in the chat, actually. I just can't remember whether you're from down under. I get confused. There's so many people I talk to. What bass him? So I'm using Dark Glass Anagram. I can look into that a bit further on. A grand USD. That's pretty good. That's really good considering it's like microtonal and the rest of it. So right hand techniques, a lot of the stuff I work on, the stuff I'm working at the moment is legato, which is left hand. But I struggle with double thumb. Okay. All right. So what do you struggle with in particular with double thumb? Thanks so much. I'm doing my first. Yep. For all instruments. Thank you so much, mate. Real neat. Thanks, mate. I'm going to you, mate. What's a sim? It's a simulation of amps. So it's not a real amp that's in the room with you. It's emulation is a good way to put it. like more like flea. All right, awesome. Firstly, two things. One, would you like me to make a quick long form video on a really good double thumb workout? Two, are you subscribed so if I did that, you would see it come up? Because I can definitely do that for you. I'll write it down to do it later today. So it'll be out in a few days, probably tomorrow, if I was to make it. Yeah, okay. There's a few things. Probably the best one I can think of, I was doing at band practice and I use it as a warm-up. I'm not even going to try it right now. It's just like a major scale kind of thing, but I find that's the best way to get better at it because you've got to incorporate muting and the rest of it. And it goes blah, blah, blah. I'll do that for you, man. Let me write it in. I'll write it in. Double. What's the name for mesorecto? All right, cool. I'll know what that is. I'll do that later today. I haven't got lessons through the middle of the day. Thank you. You're welcome, man. That's what I'm here for. That's what I do. I've got to go through like this country stuff later. Still got a blister actually. It's kind of gone away, but you can kind of see it there. It's getting there. It's getting there. I've been working on my legato the whole. Feeling like that's kind of lacking at the moment. Because I think sometimes we focus so much on other techniques or, for me, content creation that we kind of sit there and forget about the metronome work. Gotta go, bye, man. See you, mate. Have a great day. But there's a lot of stuff you can do, like, quickly with double thumb. Where are you struggling with it is a good question, because I can give you some tips while you're on the live stream. You can utilize that right now if you want. It's probably a good thing. Alternatively, I do private lessons. There's a link for that on my YouTube if you click the channel and whatnot. If you want very, very, very specific details on how to do stuff, I can absolutely do that for you. However, while I'm here, you may as well utilize that and ask any questions you have. Do private lessons. Hey, Lexus. How are you going with it? I have a hard time with the metronome when I play. Where do you struggle with it, Dark Side? Sometimes metronomes are tricky and they take a little bit of climatization. I think that's a good word for it. What do you make of the... Okay, cool. All right, so let's have a talk about that. That's a great question. What do I make of the angled frets? So if I go like that, right, how much can you tell that they're angled? Sup, Jackie? Hey, man, how are you going? I get distracted. Yeah, I get that. I think I'll talk about that in a second. I think being distracted. How do you play Dawn Patrol? I don't know what that is. Do you like golden frets? Yeah, they're cool. So yeah, with fan frets, you don't really notice it when it's at that angle, you know? Or I don't, at least. It's much more jarring to watch it like this. Good, it's fun for adding some elements. Yeah. Where are you struggling with it, or are you just learning? And metronome work can be good when you are distracted. I do a lot of my practices like learning songs. After I've learned the songs, I'll play them. I'll play them while I am distracted, make sure I got it. Is that roasted maple? Yeah, it's a roasted maple neck. That's 100% correct. I mean, Cook May never used a metronome, so I figure I'm okay. Yeah, well. Apparently, also, there was like new news about his death, unfortunately. I read the other day. Well, fortunately in a context, but yeah. Not his death was fortunate. I'm saying there's new elements. That's a lot of bass. That's a whole lot of bass, mate. Break stuff. Did the bass come with extra? Like, no. It is a quarter inch. So yeah, unfortunate about Kurt Cobain's death, but fortunate new news came out. I think it's under investigation or something again. Let's have a look at break stuff. It's probably in a different tuning. Is that the one that's just like My Way or The Highway or something? I never remember. All right. I guarantee it's in a different tuning. Hopefully not. Yeah, everyone I know. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it's just kind of unveiled a bit more. It's C sharp standard, man. That's easy, yeah? Different tuning. Not really struggling. Just got to keep practice. I get the lines I'm learning, but just can't nail it consistent. Like slap timing is separate from my finger style. Yeah, sit with the metronome, dude. 100%. Like I'll be doing this video for the other bloke later today, but it'll come out tomorrow. But let's turn this down a little bit. One thing you can do, timing wise, and it's again going back to the circle, right? We can sit here and be like, double thumbing needs to be this, needs to be that. Break it down a simple thing. You probably just need to work on fundamentals. Like there's times I go like this, right? Well, let's apply it to double thumb, right? What do you think it's going to be? That's it. Sometimes I'll just work on stuff like that. Fundamentals. Make sure it's really good. Can you switch between timings? So, don't forget, timing changes. Murdo! Can you hear the bass this time, my friend? Oh! You know what it was? I remember someone saying if you had analog gear or something, I can't remember what it was. It was, so my phone got an update, and when I do any video calls and that, it does a sound isolation thing. So that's a headache when you don't know it. Kira is messaging me. We're in trouble. Kira is messaging me. It's so annoying. It's very annoying. We need to inform Kira that I am playing bass. Dearest Kira, stop messaging me. I'm playing bass. And then I'll call her a geek. That's right. Oh, I announced this on live stream. What word will I call her? Nerd. You don't control me. At me. That's fair enough. So, anyway, I've always like that. So one of the things that's interesting, right? I did a video on this the other day. Which finger was it? I got a blister on this finger, right? What does that mean? It means I can practice other things. So I can sit there and go like this. Please. You're much better off like practicing multiple elements of playing at the same time. Ah, that was okay. What gauge should I use? 45 to 130 on the 4 string that I very rarely use that is in front of me. Hey man. No, I don't remember you. You're forgiven, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. What did you say? Out of curiosity, what did you say? Some noise cancellation thing. I know what that is. All right, let's see if we can fix this thing. It would be because there was a phone call come through that I declined, which is a massive pain. How long have you been doing bass? Because you're good. 5 or 6 years exclusively is the best way to put it. Is the neck on that something sounds off? Ooh. Yeah, the neck on this is alright. Do you mean something sounds off as in like sounds not coming through again? Or do you mean something sounds off about the bass? Oh, no, the neck is not bent at all. Ooh, it's fine. We had this issue yesterday, Dark Side, about the sound coming through. However, I'm just going to double check something. Fan frets? Yeah. I'm just checking my live stream's got the sound coming through. Okay, hang on. Double check the sound comes through. Okay, hang on. Double check. It's not too bad. Sorry. Oh, that is a nice harmonic. You make EDM? Oh, you know what it could have been, Dark Side? Maybe I hit a wrong note. Maybe I just played a dead note and messed up. It's potentially that. Play something heavy with the slap. Well, we're gonna look at EDM. B-Blaze, what's your music called? Have you ever tried the DR strings? But if they aren't, so you should try new things, man. If you're interested in something, try it. Otherwise, you'll just wonder the entire time. Don't take my word for it. Some things I say will be very like, this is correct, do this. But with gear, I'm often like, you try whatever you want to try and you do whatever you feel you need to do. There's numerous reasons for that. Now, I am endorsed by Bartolini Pickups, which is amazing, right? So all the pickups I use. Now, they are the best pickups for me, and they are what I use exclusively, except on my Black Eagle, but that's like a collector's thing, right? So you should find out if they work for you. Worst case scenario is if you tried something new and you never do it again. Carol of the Bass. Blaze, what song should I do? Don't Sleep. Too late. We've chosen that. Dropper. Okay, let's do Dropper. Let's do Dropper. Gotta find it. No pain, madness. I can't find it. Oh, wait, I should just type it in, right? All right. Amanda Mac does it. That's cool. Dawn Patrol. Hang on, we're going into. That's cool. It kind of reminds me of like that funk. Genre off the bat. Okay, hang on. Hang on, we can do this. Okay. Bass change or not? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. Fifth sounds better. I prefer that note down. I don't know how to improvise on it. But a lot of this genre, right? And this isn't anything bad. Focus around particular notes, right? But there's a lot you can do with one note. Did I just hear a dark? Yeah. Okay. Nearly a build up, maybe. So, by the way, I've never heard this before. Blaze knows this. It's only been dropped in the chat. Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, say, for whatever reason, I was contacted to play that. It ended up being. One of the weird things we have to do musically is really trust our instinct on stuff. Where's your head at? Where's your head, man? That's got the monkeys in it, doesn't it? That's all that matters. Basement jacks. Where's your hand? How is it to play? I find it easy, but it's what I've been doing the entire time. You know what I mean? So I don't notice it. What's the time in Australia right now? It's well, where I am, I'm along the east coast, the north coast to be precise. Yeah. It is 9:48 a.m. Play one. I'm in the armpit of nowhere. Meeting some guy who says he has a late. Oh no. I don't know how to play this, I've got no idea. Alright. See? Okay, I'm gonna turn it up. No idea how I play this. I'd probably go too low. The monkeys. All that matters is the money. That's right. It originally is Gary Newman Me. That is 100% correct. Let's listen to that. Me. And it's a lot slower when it's Gary Newman. Listen how slow it is in comparison. Do you make music? I've got an EP coming out. I've released one of the songs, but I don't really care too much about what's he called? Views and whatnot. It doesn't bother me when it comes to my own music. I don't know what note he goes to there. But I do record a lot, you know. A lot of the stuff you can view on my channel is me like playing, so. Going by ear. Anyway, we'll have off that. Oh, thank you, dude. Thank you. Well, I'm in a country band. That's what 99% of my focus is. All this is for, what's it called? What would you call it? Just like social media kind of attention and all the rest. It's just about brand deals and whatnot, really. Been helping people. I can do a lot of lessons online, which is kind of what I'm doing today. Newman is like the godfather of dark electronic. Yeah. Cars? Really? By Fear Factory. I'm here in my car. I'm gonna play Shed Title Fight. They did do a cover it. You're absolutely correct. There you go. What is it? Shed by Title Fight. What's Title? Title. Alright. I don't know this song, I don't. Okay. That's either in standard or yeah, how? Hang on. Chorus, pre-chorus? Return. Chorus? That was a cool little. Back to the. Thundercat? I haven't listened to much Thundercat, Murph, to be honest. Thundercat, I did this. All right, let's have a listen to it. I don't know if I'll be able to play it. Thundercat is an extremely, extremely talented man. Let's find out. Okay, I didn't see that coming.
Tonight after you don't work, I'm tired. I'm awake.
Oh, Lexus. I'll show you something in a second regarding me and emo. Are you talking about that start bit? Maybe I should learn it. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, okay. Alright. I can't find a tab for it. I should get a tab, but yeah. Lexus, I used to do vocals in a very, very emo band. I'll play that in a second if you want. I did this to myself. Let's have a look at the tab. Okie dokie. Load. What's the timing? Here's someone else went. Have you been in many bands? Yeah, tons.
Hey, tonight after tired. I'm awake.
That's all the time. Ah! Ah! It's the timing that is throwing me a loop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to learn it separately. That's quite complicated, Mo. Not complicated. The timing is kind of strange. Ha! And the fingering. Yeah, the timing is what throws me, not so much the fingering. But I don't like when I say I don't like, it doesn't really matter what I like and don't like. Quiet. You could probably play it different. You probably would. Find out. So, Lexus, if you're still here, you can hear me do some emo vocals if you like. I can show you that on stream for a laugh. When I first know. Yo, screw it. Okay, hang on. So I've been in a few bands. So the story behind this, I've shown it on stream before. I was in a band where we were completely ready for everything. We recorded an EP, all the rest of it. And I played guitar and sang. Not that I like playing guitar, but I did for this band. And it started off as a joke. So we recorded a full EP. No one really ever heard it. But my friend contacted me a bit later on and was like, hey, I really want to release this so I can listen to it on Spotify. And I said, you know what? That is perfectly fair. I'm sure Thundercat plays it differently. Yeah, he probably does. I play him bass, but I'm still creating it. Yeah, it can be one of those things, man. So let's go. What song would I show if I had to show one song? Oh. So I was 23 at this time, so about 10 years ago. So I was very young when I did it. From Germany, came from Australia. Let's find something with a bit more substance. That's cool. I like this. I used to like playing this. So very emo sounding. Okay. This was probably my favourite song we did. I'll fast forward a bit. Sounds good. Yeah, it was something different. I'm not big on screaming, so I did singing sometimes. That's nice. Very different, particularly for Australia. Australia doesn't have a scene for it. I don't even remember how the song goes. Anyway, that's my old emo band. Whatever. Yeah, enough screaming. Enough screaming. Good go. See you, mate. I'm going to be gone for probably a few hours. Alright, back to playing, mate. Oscars, what's Foster's? Good alive. Hey, man, how you going? I like the beer. I don't drink anything. But I think I've had it, like, ages ago. It was fine. I don't think much of beer, to be honest. I don't know anyone that does drink Foster's stuff. Oh. That's important. Sometimes you break strings on bass. It's very rare, though. No. I mess up. Oh no, I'll double check the quality of the audio. Simple way to do this, right? Very simple way. I actually want to get a new setup for all this. Makes my life a bit easier. No, it seems to be going okay. Not too bad. All right. Yeah, it could be connection. Sometimes that just happens, man. It's just part of it all. Oh, Mr. Man. Someone commented, I think he'd love it. Oh, I didn't understand what I was talking about. All right. Sometimes you read these backing tracks and you're just like, what are you even talking about? Creamy blues. Creamy? Oh, is this creamy? Oh. Seven Nation Up. Maybe. Yeah. Ah. Ah. That is the end of the live stream. I got some work to do, so I'm going to jump into doing that. Thank you so much for jumping in, all the rest of it. And I'll probably do a live stream later today. Thank you so much. Anyway, goodbye, everyone.